and I got what it takes. Worry time's gonna come my way. I tell them shut up and let me radiate. Go tell them. I'm down on my knees, I hang my head in the holiest of holies. Lord said keep your mind on glory, but I keep thinking about you in my bed. Yeah, I've been keeping my head on straight. I know what I got and I got what it takes. Worry time's gonna come my way. Let me radiate. Showed me the wrong way with a smile sweet as pie. Sugarcoating the lonely makes you bitter over time. Show no tears, show no weakness. It's a long way down the hall. It's a long way to feel nothing at all. Getting up from the table after all these stolen years, and I'm giving all that I'm able. Ain't no love being served around here. It's a question of freedom. Every rain comes to an end. Sink my feet in the floorboard and watch the universe bend. Every new revolution is chaos in the stars. But the truth is, right here where we are. And I'm getting up from the table after all these stolen years, and I'm giving all that I'm able. Ain't no love being served around here. And I want love without limits. I don't need a house to call it home, but I want love to live in it, and one day have some children of my own. And I want them to know that I put it all on the table. After all these stolen years, and I've given all that I'm able. Make sure love is being served around here. I wanna make sure love is being served around here. Yeah, I wanna make sure love is being served around here. She takes a hard left when I'm taking my time, and she's all out of breath. She's wide awake when all I want is some sleep. I wanna float down the river, she won't swim upstream. I wanna float down the river, she won't swim upstream. So you caught you a wild one, with a loaded gun. She's a handful to handle, babe. Hold me Hellcat in a pillowcase. Ain't no easy breezy in those angel eyes. If it ain't hard to do, it ain't worth trying. Ain't no white flag waving here without a fight. Oh, you know she ain't one to kick back and unwind. When the road goes right, she takes a hard left. When I'm taking my time, she's all out of breath. She's wide awake when all I want is some sleep. Wanna float down river, she wanna swim upstream. Face like go cut me a switch, and I pray for mercy, Lord, make this quick. There ain't nothing I wouldn't give. Oh, they don't make them like this. There ain't no easy breezy in those angel eyes. If it ain't hard to do, it ain't worth trying. Ain't no white flag waving here without a fight. Oh, you know she ain't one to kick back and unwind. When the road goes right, she takes a hard left. When I'm taking my time, she's all out of breath. She's wide awake, and all I want is some sleep. I wanna float down river, she wanna swim upstream. I wanna float down river, she wanna swim upstream. I wanna float down river, she wanna swim upstream.
Alrighty, there we go. It's a little
Back
blue.
again.
It's a little dark, but
Yeah,
maybe we'll
well.
put a lamp up over here. It's getting dark. Yeah. Let's see. Let me pull up Facebook. There we go. Okay, so look at everybody here. Oh,
hey,
jeez.
my whole family's over up in here.
Family and family on
Oh,
family,
yeah.
and we got a
love the
little
family
dog here.
studio.
Where's
Scruffy's
he?
over here.
Scruffy.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Scruffy's here. He's looking good. He's ready to party.
He's growling. Same old Scruffy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You're
that's
rough.
good.
All right.
That's alright.
All right.
Oh,
Give me
okay,
a-
you can get down. Hey,
Oh.
Scruffy, not on the live stream.
We're on the live stream.
That's not good. We treat him perfectly
Yeah,
well.
he spoiled her on.
It is getting a little dark on this side. We're on this side. On which side? This side.
Well,
Yeah.
you move it however you want, man. You're the camera.
Well, I can't move it. I gotta put some lighting up here. Is what I'm saying. Do we have a lamp or something?
Yeah, I'll go find one. Where's your little portable light?
It's well, for one, it didn't last long enough, but oh, we wouldn't be able to plug it in. No worries. We'll figure it out later.
I got one.
Are we gonna be able to plug it in? Jordan and Emma are yelling at Scruffy.
Well, that makes sense.
He deserves a lot of yelling at. Sorry if this stream is a little spotty. We are... Oh, that works.
Is that better?
Well, it got unplugged, but...
Oops.
There it goes. Well, keeps getting unplugged. Sorry if the stream is a little bit spotty. We got about... it says 21.3% dropped frames. So that's not great, but we're still figuring. This is more of a test stream to see if we have the technology to do everything and all that kind of stuff. Emma asks, "What are we sketching today?"
Oh, I'm gonna put this drawing I've got here.
Woo! Excuse me.
Oh, if you can zoom in, Cam, I don't know.
I can, not that with that good of quality, but the sketch
Okay,
that
I can bring it over.
the sketch that was on the wall in yesterday's stream. All right, hold on.
This way we have.
Hold on. You changed everything up. And,
Sorry.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, here's the sketch.
Oh, we got a different white balance now. All right, that's nice. There's the sketch.
There's the sketch.
So this is the giant mural, or what will be a giant mural, 8 by 8, 8 foot by 8 foot. Hold on.
There you go, right
There we
there,
go.
something like that.
There
That's
we
a good backdrop.
There we go. Okay, now I'm in the painting. This is why he likes to do things so enormous.
Well, you draw a big drawing because it's a big painting. And now look, if I drop it, move out of the way for a second, Cam. Let me move it over to here. Figure out how this works. Okay. I'm getting used to this. All right, here we go.
There we go.
Now it's
So-
going to look like this.
Oh, hold on. Before you do this, let's explain what's here.
Okay. Right now, this is Dallas. Okay. And then it fades into New York with the Statue of Liberty with the gas mask on. I'm open to suggestions if anybody has one better. But of course, we have highways everywhere, and then it's a car coming out. I may put some people running on the bridge. I'm not sure, but people are going to be running. This is Texas because this is where we're broadcasting from, North Texas, right in here. Exactly. And we're showing Florida because who knows what's happening. And there's ships out in the ocean, and the tide is rolling in. And that's the scared family over there. They're very scared.
This is the pictures we want y'all to send. We
Yes.
need pictures of scared looking faces.
Of your own family, and I'm going to paint them in there. Or even ideas for things in the middle here.
Yeah.
By the state. Or if you want to take a picture of you and your mate running like that. I don't have to paint my classic old characters.
He'll do y'all in the classic retro style.
Or just whatever you send me, because what if it should be contemporary instead of retro?
Because it's your style.
Okay, well, however I'm
And
going to draw it.
Bradley Smith has a brand that we need to uphold.
Okay. But now, if I just drop this, it should show y'all where it's going to look like what it's going to look like on canvas, okay? So I'm going to step out of the way. Just imagine real quick, this is what today's thing looks like at the end of the show.
Whoa!
But right there.
Right up there. Now, it doesn't look like much from here, but go stand next to it and you'll see.
Yeah, so the drawing gets a lot smaller because it's only 1/4
Go all the way up to the wall.
of it. Okay? So I'll put this right here.
So it's actually teeny tiny.
Yeah, the drawing's teeny tiny. But the wall is 8 foot tall, 8 foot wide, and I'm going to start sketching it. So one thing I wanted to say is if anybody wants to send me pictures of their favorite building, if they may have one, they work in one, they just love a building they saw when they were in New York or anywhere, I'm just going to start drawing buildings, and if Cameron shows me one, I'm going to draw it off of my phone, or he texts it to me, I'll do it on my iPad.
You can upload it in the chat and then I'll save it and send it to him.
But so basically all I'm doing for right now is just going to put the drawing in that I'm going to paint on Saturday afternoon. And then jack with it for a couple days until I'm happy with it.
So it's a little cloudy. It's a little cloudy, a little rainy outside. That's why.
So I'm outside.
That's part of the reason why. Don't tell me how to art direct my own show.
Sorry.
That's part of the reason why the internet is a little spotty and we have some dropped frames. So It's probably not on your end, but I'll show you. So this is the studio. There's not a lot that I can show without unplugging everything, but there's the barn. The white balance is all off, but very beautiful, very serene, very cloudy. And that's what's causing us to have an issue with the internet speed.
Yeah.
Eventually, once we do this more often, we can, get internet actually installed in the studio.
Over in the studio, because why did I need it before today?
Exactly.
Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and start drawing, and then if y'all have any comments, this is what I would do if it was a drawing on a sketch pad or if it's a drawing on a big canvas. It's basically about the same thing, and the drawing represents the canvas. So we'll see what happens. It's not that exciting.
It was Jay Laxton. Do you know Jay Laxton?
Probably, but now I got to focus on painting, so let me get this started.
Okay, he's going to focus on painting and leave me to do the actual hosting because he can't multitask like that. You should see him on his phone when I'm trying to talk to him. Earlier, I came home from the hobby store. Jay Laxton says he's just a guy with a dream.
Oh, wow.
Earlier, I came home from the hobby store because we needed charcoal for this. Don't worry, I was in full trash bag hazmat suit. And then I get home because they had a 50% off sale on little Scentsy wax warmer melt things. There he goes. Look at that. That shows great on screen.
Did it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can see it nice and clear. That's what we were worried about. So this is also kind of a... I'll finish my story in a second.
Anyway, go. Sorry.
This is kind of a rough draft of how the show on Saturday will be. Eventually, we'll have multiple cameras and a different, actual setup that we can cut to. But we wanted to see, A, if the internet was strong enough, and it looks like it's mostly strong enough for some sort of quality. And also, what the layout would be. So hopefully on Saturday, I'll be here. I might have to set up some other microphone situation so we can hear him talking. But say something so I can check your levels.
Oh, yeah. What's my level, Cameron? I did take my meds, so I should be okay there. Is that what we're talking about?
No, we're not talking about your emotional stability level. I don't know if you can hear him. Let me know if you can't hear him.
Yeah. Can anybody hear what I'm saying? Because I'm walking around the room.
And there's not a lot I can do about it, but... Oh, Jay is Steve's son.
Oh, hey, what's happening?
Okay, it's Step Bro.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, hey, this is cool.
Yeah, there's a slight lag between... Well, yeah, there's lag. Jordan says she can hear you.
Okay, that's cool. Because I'm going to go ahead and put a center line. Because you got to start with the center line because you don't want to get out of balance when you're trying to do something like this. So this is sort of the center line, an axis point where I can keep balancing the whole scene off. And now, this is halfway point between the canvas. On either side, it should be about the same.
You can't see that right now, but there's a thin kind of gray-blue line that he's drawing right here to keep him balanced, and so he can figure out. He uses that as like a base. I'm sure you heard what he said.
Yeah, just like everybody should. You see the horizon line, and you try to stay level. So that's all I'm doing.
Level-headed. It's not easy these days.
No, it's not. We're trying to stay level-headed over
Emma says she feels like she's in an art class. The coolest art class! She's typed it in all caps.
Well,
So I had to shout it.
The coolest art teacher with the coolest shirt. Look at this.
Oh, yeah. Look at
thread
here.
tats. Talking about thread tats.
Talking about thread tats. Hold
My
on,
own
hold
work
on.
shirt.
Look at that. Sponsored by
Yes.
Thread Tats. www.threadtats.com. So Emma, who is in the chat and watching live, she is a wonderful embroiderist? Artist. Just general artist and creative person. And she has a company called Thread Tats, and she made these wonderful work shirts, and she's also working ones on that are like splatter shirts, old painting shirts of his that have paint from like the 80s on them probably. And yeah, so it's pretty killer.
It's like this.
This is the one.
This is a blank one without the logo yet.
She's put a bunch of them with a logo right here,
here,
just like this. But this is, we're not painting today, but this is the, don't take it off.
Oh, I gotta take it off to draw here.
What?
Cool.
No, what?
But no, it's gonna have my logo over here.
Why'd you have to take it off to draw?
Well, because I'm getting hot.
Oh, he's getting hot.
I gotta get more.
It is
t-shirts.
really humid and gross over here.
It's not gross. It's just a little hot. We're in Texas.
But so go to her if you need anything embroidered, hats, shirts, your flesh. I don't know.
No, does she do it on your fabric? In case you change your idea about what you like, you got it there on a shirt. You can just change shirts.
She can remove it, I'm sure.
Where's the camera at, Cam?
It's in front of you.
Look how cool that is.
It's pretty cool. She stole that from.
That's off the side of my van out there. How cool is that?
So she took a picture and was able to translate it straight. Like, this was not a digital thing that
No.
It's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Anyway, sponsored by Thread Tats. Thanks for making those.
Yeah, they're awesome. I need more t-shirts.
He needs more t-shirts because the work shirts get a little hot for him. He's hot-headed. So.
Hot nature.
Oh, is that what the phrase is?
Yes.
And,
So now I'm taking a little smaller. Okay, I'm trying to get used to this. Piece of charcoal and drawing those lines in so that they're not there permanently, but so y'all can see them on camera.
so he's doing a little dot, dot, dot there. You can, the black shows up real nice.
Okay, can you see that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
So right here's the horizon. He bases everything on the horizon. If you look at the old, like, Renaissance paintings, they do the same thing. Oh, I just saw a lightning strike outside.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Cool, I'm still in your paint. Anyway, okay, so now I'm going to put a building in there that I actually really liked, and I photographed it about, maybe 15 years ago from a hotel room I was staying at. It's in Houston, and I don't know what building it is. Maybe somebody can tell me, because I'm trying to get used to this, y'all. Anyway, so I love this building. I've been waiting for an opportunity to paint it, and I think this is a golden one. So I'm going to paint Houston in there first, since my whole family lives in Houston. Hello.
Hello. Live streaming all the way to Houston. We got a Houston audience right now.
Nice.
Nice.
Sorry to hear about the tragic Ebola
Ebola.
Corona thing that happened there today.
Oh, did something happen in Houston?
I think so.
What happened in Houston, y'all? I don't know. Yeah, but there is a delay in terms of answering because the internet. But it's still pretty remarkable that we're able to do this. We're gonna try and do this as regularly as possible, especially as we get sponsors. Like Thread Tats, Emma says, was that down by the Galleria, or maybe it was the Post Oak Hotel? There's no telling.
It was bad news.
It was... Oh, no, she's saying the big building.
Oh, Post Oak Hotel, exactly.
Post Oak Hotel is what he says, exactly.
Yeah, it was over by Post Oak.
Okay, I'm gonna...
We did a Larry Shoes there.
Oh, we did a Larry... He used to do the thing... There was, There we go. There was a company called Larry's Shoes, which was like a luxury fashion shoe store back in the 90s whenever, that was apparently a wise business decision.
Hey, it was around for 50 years.
It's around for 50 years. Apparently it worked for 50 years until the entire industry changed. And then he was doing like really cool retro stuff. As you can tell, that's his vibe.
My vibe.
Yeah, next time, this is a good idea. Good. This is why we're doing these tests, because we'll put a light closer to like a lamp or something actually on this table. Because you are in great light. I am in darkness. I am the darkness.
Oh, really? Oh, well, that's the way I planned it. No, I'm kidding, but we'll figure it out.
Anywho, the Larry Shoes was cool, and I guess they had him doing one down in Houston many, many years ago. There's all sorts of rain and lightning coming in. Not right now. I will turn the camera and I guess we'll find out if we can keep streaming in the rain.
Well, we'll have fun with it in there.
We'll have fun with it anyway. And I mean, so this is weather dependent because our internet is like coming from the house, and you know everybody's online right now, so it's already slower than it usually is. But we'll see. We'll see. We don't want the storms to come and destroy us. Zach is here.
Hey, Zach.
Hello.
Fort Worth?
Zach, where are you? Are you in Fort Worth? Come over. And don't infect us. I mean, don't come over right now, because there's a bunch of lightning right there. So, this is still a family affair. This is nice.
Yeah,
This is what happens when your family shares the video. They're all commenting, though, because they are young people, and this is how we communicate.
That's awesome, though. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Zach,
Zach's back. He's not even working, probably.
maybe.
Zach, did they send you back home?
It'll take him a little bit to respond because of the lag. But,
Oh, okay.
You will probably see some lightning flashes reflecting on my face, which will add some lighting to me, which is nice. Man, I am not looking... I am dark. That's okay. That makes the art be focused.
Yeah.
He's down in Houston.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Jack Ray!
Hey, Jack Ray, we used your name on the coronavirus.
Yeah, Jack Ray, we officially...
CoronaCanvas, I mean.
CoronaCanvas. We went with your suggestion. His was Corona on Canvas, so we changed it slightly just to make it a little less wordy.
No, he came up with CoronaCanvas.
I think... Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Either way. He says he is sitting on the porch in Bowie.
Nice. Bowie, Texas.
Bowie, Texas. Is it raining over there? Because I am watching the clouds roll
Come in
in.
from Bowie, actually.
I'm going to pan the camera this way, and maybe you'll be able to see the storms coming in. Come on, white balance. There we go. You can see them. Oh, that's actually a really, really pretty shot.
Yeah, it is.
Now,
Oh,
if it
sorry,
can...
I mean,
No, that's okay. I mean, that's fine.
Anyway, maybe you can get some better lighting over here, Cam.
We don't need better lighting because we're not going to be showing the...
Oh, the fun part is the horses are in the barn, and they'll be coming out as soon as the lightning starts. They'll be
There we got some lightning just then. So this is kind of... You can kind of see the vibe that we have here. He sketches over here, takes a little break, looks out at this impending doom. Candace is here.
Candace.
Hello, Candace.
Doggy dig.
Doggy digs! There's a doggy right here. Where is he? You can see his little ears right there. Hello.
He's not as well behaved as the dogs at Doggy Digs.
Nah. He's pretty misbehaving.
Spoiled.
Spoiled rotten. But, you know, you gotta love dogs.
So if you're in Fort Worth and you need a place to watch your dog for a couple hours or for the afternoon while you go do whatever you're doing, go to Doggy Digs. They're right downtown near Southside.
If suddenly you realize the CDC comes in and is like, hey, your whole house is swarming with corona, you gotta leave, and you gotta leave town, send your dogs to Doggy Digs and they'll take care of them for you while you're in quarantine.
Okay.
While you're stuck in an army base somewhere.
Yeah.
So
basically, I'm kind of drawing Dallas. Did we get any pictures of buildings?
not yet.
Okay, I'm kind of drawing Dallas, and they have a shape in there. It's kind of like this.
It's a giant cross.
Well, it kind of looks like a cross. It kind of did.
I mean, the cross is kind of cool.
Yeah, because, everybody's praying.
Yeah.
At this time, everybody's praying. And if they're not, they will be at some point.
It's a little commentary on, like, mega churches, you know.
What's the comment on that?
I don't know, that they could rent out a whole skyscraper downtown.
Oh, well, that's a whole
That's a whole thing.
That's a whole thing. It's a Scientology thing.
Yeah, it is very Scientologist, except.
Hey, the wind is blowing too hard. My paper's going everywhere.
He's got to find. There's tape on my nightstand in the thing if you need it.
That's where my tape.
That's not where your tape went. That's where my tape is. Yeah, it is Stormin' Norman. I might need to... Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to bring in the Wi-Fi extender so it doesn't get hit by the rain. Because then we don't have to worry about the stream.
Here, put this over on there because the horses might be running in.
Oh, yeah, that might be pretty. DG's already in there. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in there. Alright, we're going to watch the pasture a little bit because as the storm comes in, we might be able to get the horses to run in like this. And that would be really pretty. Candace says, y'all are so sweet, this is better than anything on TV. I agree.
Yeah, we're not going to talk much about the virus.
Nah, unless something startling happens, but... we're all in this together. We need an escape.
Yeah, at some point I'm going to put on my Spotify and see if they turn us off for that. Because I think some music in the background is exactly how a normal studio atmosphere would be. You want me to try it?
No. No, we don't need to be running any music. I might have just screwed up the internet. We will... Oh, yep, we lost... Oh, no, where is it? Okay, pardon us while the internet is lagging out. I just had to move the router into interior so it doesn't get rained on. So we might be a little more laggy than before. Hopefully not. But now if our stream is strong enough, now that that's inside, we can just keep going even while it's raining. Which would be nice.
What would be?
To be able to keep doing this while it's raining.
Yeah, that would be cool if my drawing doesn't blow away.
So his, what were we talking about?
Oh, my buildings?
Yeah, well, we can't really see the buildings, but where are the horses?
Oh, where are the horses?
Oh, yeah, but so he'll sketch, he'll be, sketching. We're not really, oh, that's what it was. We're not really talking about the corona too much. We all know why we're here. They can certainly hear that whistle. Sorry if there's some wind noise. It feels like a tornado's about to hit.
Girl!
Alright, it looks like the stream is indeed getting kind of laggy, so I'm going to put the internet back outdoors and hope the rain doesn't hit us. Oh! Wait. Hold on. I'll be right back. I know what I'm gonna do.
Whoa, it's really raining up in here.
Is it?
Yeah.
I need a plastic bag. I'm just gonna do what I did before. Entertain them while I find a plastic bag.
Oh, let's just let the rain blow.
Well, I have to entertain them while there's the horses.
Whoa, looks like I've got one of my sunroof pieces blowing up there. Whoa, this is getting crazy, y'all. Nature, first day of spring kind of thing. Whoa. Anyway,
Whoa, it's dramatic.
it is dramatic out here.
This is not time plastic bag. Hold on. Not raining just yet.
Huh?
I'm waterproofing our internet.
Okay.
There we go. Alright. Alright, we should be up to a good stream health again. Yikes! Yeah, we actually used to have an old tractor there, Jay, from the 20s, an old Ford tractor. But we got rid of it because it was more trouble than it was worth.
Dad's not really mechanical, so it was, I thought having one would make me more mechanical.
Alright, I'm gonna turn this. Oh! What? Oh, there.
Just jump up there and
There we go. Yikes! Yikes! This is dramatic! Oh, you can probably hear it. Oh, that is loud. This is not at all how I thought this stream was gonna go. Yikes! Yikes! Nah, that's alright. I'm actually gonna. I'll pull the computer closer to you so we can see what you're doing more clearly. And so we can hear you. Pardon me while I mute myself. Would you listen to that? Jeez. Yeah, country living. I don't know how long we'll be able to keep this going because that is some loud rain. Let me know if you can hear. I know you can't hear him. Let me know if you can hear me. Jeez, criminy. It's okay. It's not hail. It sounds like hail, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to keep this going. This looks great though, Leifage. Yeah, for a sketch. Be right back. Thankfully, the rain is blowing in from this way, and the building is blocking our technology from getting all wet. Jack says he hears us fine.
Okay, cool. Another building, classic old
So,
postcard.
I know you're still trying to figure out how cameras work, but don't hold it upside down.
Hey man, I got it. How cool is that? Classic old 1930s postcard.
Here, see? I'll hold it flat so you can see it.
Oh, okay. Now, how cool is that? So that's kind of what
Where's it going?
I like to base it on. Right there where your head is. It's going in there somewhere.
This is where Statue of Liberty might go. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Something like that.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay says the signal strength is good. Oh, good. For the stream. That's good. What are you doing? Stop yelling at the cat. Y'all, it is kicking off over here. The storm is getting all the animals all agitated. Yeah, Jordan says she can hear us, but it's getting wild. Wild. Yeah, it is. Y'all. The dog is chasing the cat. Are y'all having the same weather in Houston? Like, is it rain? Jack said it stopped raining in Bowie around noon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is not happening here.
We're not sponsored by Dr. Pepper, but if y'all haven't tried the Dr. Pepper cream soda combo, it's delicious. That's all I'm gonna. We're sponsored by Thread Tabs, actually. But let me go get the Thread Tabs shirt. What are you doing with your shirt? Holy crap, guys, look how much water is coming in from the door. Whoa, you better shirt first. Jeez. Thanks. The water is coming in at such an angle that it's hitting the garage door and then was just like flooding into the door. Yikes! Yikes! No rain in Houston.
Oh, wow.
Well,
It's headed that way.
yeah, it's headed that way. Maybe this will hit y'all at midnight or something. I don't know. Texas is really big, y'all. So how much shading, like, do you how detailed do you get your sketches before you color it all in and all
Well,
that?
what's cool about this is that I can put a bunch of charcoal in there, and as I'm painting, it melts in with the paint. So if I go ahead and charcoal it in, I can use a darker shade, but it makes it just that much darker when the charcoal gets mixed in the paint.
Jordan has an idea. What's Jordan say?
They need thread tattoos koozies.
Yeah,
That's good.
koozies
Oh yeah.
for
Yeah,
all the Dr.
definitely.
Pepper that I drink, which is a lot.
Definitely a place for what do they call that when they put ads, sneak ads in there, product placement.
Product placement, yeah. But, you know, if anyone wants to buy any of these, or just use, buy our merch, or just have your company logo on your threads.
I'm thinking about over here with the sketches is to paint graffiti kind of everybody's logo, paint their logo on the wall around that sketch. So if you want to sponsor this so we can get better equipment, that would be
Yeah, this is all, like, the actual pilot happens on Saturday, and hopefully it won't be raining, but this is all, tonight this is more or less just like a little test, which is why we don't have the logos up there. We don't have the microphone set up or anything, so it's just me shouting at the computer, hoping that y'all can hear. My head is blocking the thing. But yeah, once he'll have this all sketched out, excuse me, and then eventually on Saturday, how long does it take you to paint stuff, Bush?
I'll paint it for a couple hours on Saturday, maybe 3 or 4. Take a break, couple hours, take a break. I don't know. We can play it by ear.
We'll just play it by ear and see how much he's able to get. Hopefully he'll be able to at least get everything blocked in. And then, I don't know if y'all ever grew up like I did watching, what is that Bob Vila show? This Old House.
Bob Ross. Oh.
Not Bob Ross. This Old House, but what they used to do is every season was its own, like, house that they were remodeling. Like, they took you through. Okay, the rain is calming down finally. And depending on how detailed we make all these murals, we might have to do multi-part episodes. But ideally, you can track it from the beginning of the episode to the end of the episode. And we'll have a pretty good version of what it is or
It takes
will
me,
be.
yeah, excuse me for interrupting.
You're fine.
It takes about a week to do a whole cool painting. So if I'm on a roll, it takes a couple days. But for a really good one where I'm resting, it takes about a week.
So it takes them about a week. So we'll probably get it all blocked in, and then do that live, and then either the next week we'll finish it, or he'll finish it over that following week, and then we'll sell prints or something at the end of that one, and then start over from scratch with a new idea the next week. So, be pitching us ideas for things you'd want to see. What kind of concepts would you want to be muralized? Because then we might be able to put them, because we're gonna need a bunch of ideas.
Well, when the weather's better, I'm going to go outside in the pasture and paint some trees and stuff. That's
Yeah,
always
something boring like that.
Hey man, that's cool. This one's kind of Corona based.
Yeah, that's the name of the show.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, I think I have a pretty good idea there. I don't really like that one-shot thing I just did.
What?
Statue of Liberty is too tall.
Oh, the Statue of Liberty is too tall, he says. What makes it too tall for you?
Huh?
What makes it too tall for you?
Oh, it's just too obvious. The Statue of Liberty compared to most of the other buildings is not big and cartoony like that.
Well, but like doing that, you know, it's not. You're not trying to make reality or anything. Like, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line as an artist between style and realism?
Well, I don't want it to look cartoonish.
He's
So
not.
if everything's out of proportion. Like, I'd like you to look at it and think, wow, that looks like a real landscape. So if it comes out too cartoony, it looks too cheesy. Or it can. You gotta be careful with that.
I'm gonna go through and like everybody's comments because y'all are such sweet people to be commenting. Although it doesn't look like my phone is working, so maybe I won't be doing that.
Mine is.
His is. That doesn't help me though. They're all. I don't need it.
You don't need it, okay. Alright, I didn't like the Statue of Liberty, so I'm just taking the same background color. Changing it.
Oh, he's just gonna paint over it.
Yeah.
That's what
Just
primer's
paint.
for.
They say there are no mistakes in art. You just lead me to a better place. Now I've just taken out something I didn't like. How fabulous is that? Didn't like that much either.
He's already wrong with it. He's already backtracking on his whole painting.
No.
Don't be surprised if he was talking about one of his most famous paintings, which is enormous. It's the funny Bill Clinton. Just last week, he did that. He painted that in like '95 or whatever. Whenever the Lewinsky controversy was going down, and he was like, "I'm gonna paint over it. I'm just tired of it. It's too big."
Nobody really wants that. I might paint over that next week.
But we've been holding on to it since 1995 for almost 25 years, or whenever that happened. He's impulsive, is all we're saying.
No, I mean, how long can you carry those big paintings around and move them around?
Until they get sold. That's how long. You're not wrong, but I mean, if you paint over that big painting, then you're just gonna do another big painting that's gonna be hanging around for 25 years.
That's true.
So what's the point? Why just keep it the same?
Well, maybe somebody will like the next one.
Maybe.
You know.
Oh, it's all nice now.
Okay, now look, I painted over that, and the color looks different just because it's wet. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to end up painting sky and all of that anyway, so you'll never see any distortion up there. I'm just trying to get a good vibe for the buildings there. I want them to be big and tall and intimidating, just like a city is, because the foreground is going to be the country. So I'm trying to show the different realities of Dallas, which is about an hour from here, and Burleson, which is where we're at, and we've noticed a little bit. Cameron goes out to the store and checks it out there, so we're monitoring what's happening, but mostly it's just chill out here so far in North Texas.
Until a tornado hits us like it just did.
The tornado was a little problem, but
it was a little bit of a problem. But our internet's still strong, even though it was in the rain. So
nice. Well, now I'm going to go ahead and draw the bridge in because I've got to let that top paint
this is another
dry.
This is another nice big part.
This is kind of cool.
It's always nice to see whenever he adds like a big portion of the painting.
Like, because I like to really force the eye to look in there. Because like when you're looking at it, it's going to look cool. Just like you're walking up to the scene. That's what a great part about doing a mural is that it actually wraps around you. So if you stood here and you're on the street, you'd have this whole scene come in here, which is similar to the world. So that's kind of cool. 'Cause it's like, this is like a globe. That shape naturally looks like the globe.
A lot of his work because it's so narrative. A lot of it is because the way he guides an audience through the story that he's trying to tell is, like when I do something, it's a movie, so you have different shots. Well, he doesn't have different shots, so he has to use motion and direction and perspective to guide the eye, and color and shadow to guide the eye to where it goes. And then once your eye sees that, then it relaxes. Then you're like, oh, there's this other thing. Oh, there's a Statue of Liberty in the background, and it's wearing a gas mask or whatever. So there's all these details, and that's how he crafts his narrative, and it builds the story that way. It's pretty interesting.
Well, it's also trying to be thoughtful of the viewer who buys one of these paintings and has it in their house, and they like the first impression, but they got to live with it for years. So if I can do it where it's more interesting the longer you look at it, and put those, what do they call those little hidden treasures in there?
Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
He plays video games.
Yeah, I never found an Easter egg, but I do look for them.
I'm sure you have. You just didn't realize.
Okay, well, either way, I think a painting should have something similar to that. So the longer you live with it, the better. Now, can anybody see what's happening
Oh
there?
yeah, that's America.
That's America.
Look at that. There's Florida.
Yeah.
They just shut Florida's beaches down. Thank goodness.
It's very scary.
That's where you should put all the germs, on the beaches.
No, Mexico is right here. And the ocean is now going over Mexico.
Y'all didn't realize you were getting a geography lesson today, too.
Okay. So, anybody that doesn't know it, this is Mexico. Hold it, let me get my globe.
Who doesn't know that that's Mexico?
Well, some people don't.
Most people are afraid of Mexico.
Hey, that's not say that.
Hey! Jay Laxton says, of course this was 3 minutes ago, so who knows what we were talking about at the time, but it says, a visualization of the haunting realization of time marching ever forward.
Nice.
That's good. You need to be
excellent.
selling our stuff in the galleries.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of BS
Definitely
they love.
write that down, Cameron. Don't be insulting to the galleries. Here's the globe.
He's having a hard time finding America.
No. Okay. So
Oh, he's using it as reference.
here's California, or this is Mexico.
Yeah, California's up there, connected to Mexico.
California's up there somewhere. Mexico is.
I got a good pointing stick. I wasn't expecting that.
And then this comes in here like
This
this.
is my beaten stick, in case he backtalks me.
Beaten stick. So it's down there. There's going to be a bunch of other stuff going on here, so I don't need to try to get too defined here. But just know that the ocean's going to be coming in here somehow.
Yeah.
Rushing over here.
This part of is where we'll be able to have a lot of suggestions for what you guys as fans might have ideas for. I mean, the whole thing is pretty
Pretty flow.
flow from Progressive. Not one of our sponsors.
Not yet. Oh, the water's slick over here. So anyway, that's kind of cool. So I got a lot of room in here. I can develop some stuff.
Yeah, eventually, it won't be me tilting and moving the desk and all that kind of stuff. We'll actually have multiple cameras. Still run by just me, but, set up so that we can make it more of an actual show for y'all, because we know that, we're trying to give something for y'all to watch that's every musician and their dog has their own little live stream shot with their cell phone and all that jazz, but
And we do want to have some.
we do want to have some musicians out,
or cutting to their feed.
but we want to have a little bit more production value, so it's a little easier on your eyes, because obviously we're visual artists, so we care about that. They probably have really nice sound gear, so it sounds amazing, but we want to have we want nice sound gear too, but we would like it to have some good visual aesthetic as well.
Okay. Cool. All right. Now that's.
See, now look, so we've been going for just about an hour, and we BS'd around for probably 15 minutes at the beginning, and he's already got the whole,
The
almost the
background
whole thing,
stuff.
all the background. He needs to do shared family and then whatever he wants over in this corner.
Some clouds are coming up in here.
What's funny is where the paint is drying, it makes it look like smokestacks drying. Or not drying, but
smokestacks. Now that's a good idea.
he loves his smokestacks, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to show industry. You're telling me the industry isn't going to be affected by coronavirus?
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, the whole thing is about industry.
The rain is coming back.
They're going to come to our rescue, hopefully.
Yeah.
Paying people for not working is fantastic. Finally, the working man gets a break.
You can have the smoke turning in, like melding in the sky with the germs and stuff.
Germs everywhere.
The green clouds.
Germs.
You know what this kind of reminds me of?
Germs.
Is that is the fast food horror painting that you did back in the 90s.
Oh yeah, I've got a copy of that. You want me to
The
get it?
Deep Ellum. Yeah, go ahead and show them.
Let me do my drawing here real quick.
Okay.
How much time do we have?
I mean, we have all the time we want.
I know, but I'm saying until we get to an hour.
Oh, 4 minutes.
Okay.
All right, so we'll take a break at 4 minutes. See, if y'all wonder how he gets his shirt's so messy, it's because, I mean, he's using charcoal now, but he just sticks his hand in it, and
Well, yeah, you gotta get into it.
you gotta get
That's the
into it.
pleasure of doing these giant. Now, anybody that can see, there might be some corona stuff happening here.
Now we're bringing in the content.
Come on.
This makes it the CoronaCanvas.
This is just a sketch too, so who knows how it'll change once the paint starts getting in there.
Canvid 19.
On Saturday, as we call it.
Yeah. This is all still open to change and probably will be not significantly different, but
Oh, who knows?
who knows? Who knows?
One thing I'm going to do here is put all the fast food stuff like in here, like a big eat sign.
Oh yeah, everybody's eating out right now, so
And then we'll do like one of those arrow signs that say to go.
that's a good idea because all the bars and stuff are. How do we represent a to-go bar?
Everybody's getting to go.
Yeah. Maybe a car that in the shape of a beer bottle driving down the highway.
To go everything.
Yeah,
Man.
to go
Everybody's
everything.
going to adapt. And you're not going to keep entrepreneurs down. They're going to come up with some way to expand their own markets and produce their
I mean, that's what we're doing. We're doing a live stream. He's
Just
always
like
had
every other artist in the country.
only musicians. I've not seen any actual painters do it. They probably are, but who knows?
I got to come up with a better to go, but that's going to be cool. I don't know if people can suggest other industries that I can put some cool F signs down.
Oh
here.
yeah, I need to do.
Liquor. How about liquor?
If y'all are on Twitter, hold on. Let me make a little thing. Select font. If y'all are on Twitter, I have an idea for y'all to send us suggestions. Use the hashtag Corona Canvas. No, I know that. I'm just typing at the same time.
Oh.
I
thought you already forgot.
No. It's a good name. It's hard to forget. Use the hashtag CoronaCanvas. Send us your suggestions and your pictures. We'll check Twitter. We'll check, all the things. Mostly Facebook, though. Instagram.
Brad Smith Fine Art.
Feel free to sketch some stuff on your own. Maybe we can throw it in there. Throw it on Instagram hashtag, and feel free to tag him. He's Brad Smith Fine Art on there. I'm Cameron Smithers. Not that it matters, but
It does matter.
it doesn't matter. This is your show.
No, this is here's the thing. Cameron is a filmmaker, and I'm stuck here, so
He's stuck here with me, is what he's saying.
So we might as well do this, and we're gonna get the lighting back fixed right on.
It looks great on the
Saturday.
canvas. It's just right here.
Okay.
But all we need is to use that extension cord, put a strip in there, and then.
Okay, We're gonna get it going on, so don't you worry about that.
But we're gonna take a little break, and then we'll come back and do Scared Family
In a car.
and just little details like that, and then we'll chitty chat. We're gonna take a little break. We're gonna leave. We'll leave the sketch
Thanks
on.
for tuning in. That's awesome.
I'm gonna leave y'all listening to one of my favorite Austin musicians, Joseph Mack, who is doing, or Mock, like Mock Speed, who's doing who's also doing live streams. But I'll leave y'all. Should I leave it on the sketch, or should I put the van on?
Oh, just leave it on the sketch.
I'll leave it on the sketch because that's what we're doing. We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
15 minutes. 15 minutes.
15 minutes or so. 10 minutes.
Throw some ideas around.
Throw some ideas around in the comments. We'll, let me add a little, be right back. BRB. Hold on. Select font. Futura font. That's our font. That's our official font, Lefage.
I love Futura.
Me too. Be right back. Alright. We'll put that here. Oh, no. Nope. Where's be right back? There we go. Be right back, y'all. Alright. Mute.
How long into this twilight must we watch the garden grow? Did we make it through the winter just to stay out in the cold? 'Cause the mold, oh, it ain't set quite yet. It won't be overnight. A good strong wind could do me. Happens all the time. Straw man, straw man, straw man, stay away from the fire. Stay away from the fire. Only time can reap forgiveness. So I keep the water close. And it's too late to go back now, darling, but too soon to call this home. Because the mold, oh, it ain't set quite yet. It won't be overnight. A good strong wind could do me. It happens all the time. Straw man, straw man, straw man, stay away from the fire. Oh, stay away from the fire. Oh, top of the mountain, I'm counting those shooting stars. Finding my way in the dark, I'm losing Clark. Planting my flag on the moon is my victory march. But the last light, got the last light, pull me right back to the start. Straw man, straw man, straw man, stay away from the fire. Stay away from the fire. We are starting to remember Some say, how could we forget? We are headed for a heaven. The Lord knows we're not there yet. We are starting to remember that our children pay the cost. We are opening our bodies. We are starting to shake it off. We're still living half asleep, half illusion, half disease. 'Cause I love you, you know I trust you. But if I had to, I'd break your fucking teeth. And that's just some real shit. Ain't that some real shit? Ain't that some real shit? If it's down to you and me. I am starting to remember. I wonder, how did I forget that I'm headed straight for heaven? Lord knows I'm not there yet. I am starting to remember I've been down here before. When I see that full moon rising, I hear it knocking at my door. 'Cause we're still living half asleep, half illusion, half a dream. And 'cause I'll hold you, yeah, you know I'll help you. But when it comes down to, I do what's right for me. And that's just some real shit. It's the animal inside. Ain't that some real shit? It's the struggle to survive. Ain't that some real shit? It gets hard out here sometimes, but I'll keep fighting. I've been fighting all my life. Fighting all my life. I've been fighting all my life. All my life. All my life. I'll keep fighting. Fighting all my life. I get lost and thrown into the cage. Light that smoke, that's it, that Chardonnay. Left me weak, I wept for 7 days. Took me 7 nights to get it straight. Moment of truth, I'm calling on you. Spotlights on, come step up to the plate. Moment of truth, I'm counting on you. Give me something I can celebrate. I get lost and thrown into the well. So far to the light of day. Open up and let these rivers rage, rage, rage. A moment of truth, I'm calling on you. Spotlights on, come step up to the plate. Moment of truth, I'm counting on you. Give me something I can celebrate. Wet my lips and bow my head in grace. Help me see the things that I can't change. Hold my hand, lift this heavy heart. Love, make me a candle in the dark. Oh, moment of truth, I'm calling on you. Spotlights on, come step up to the plate. Moment of truth, I'm counting on you. Give me something I can celebrate. Moment, sweet moment. Give me something I can celebrate. Moment, sweet moment. Give me something I can celebrate. Moment, sweet moment. Give me something I can celebrate.
Girlies, what are y'all doing at the bar? Huh? No, they're just getting restless. I don't know, they might be hungry. Well, it's too bad. It's too early for them to eat. Alright, we are back. Let me get rid of this be right back. Because we're back now. There we go. Hashtag CoronaCanvas. Back in session. I brought myself a brownie. Y'all can't have any.
They probably have their own.
Let me get rid of that. Bam.
Somebody warned us about not eating brownies all day.
We're not listening to them.
Okay, so I was going to add the car in over here. Where Cameron's head is, you might want to move unless you want the car to drive into your head. And that's going to be about it.
We got that scared family and stuff.
Oh, I know, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah. It's thankfully stopped raining. The monsoon season is over. And anybody in Houston? Oh, I gotta bring up the chat. Speaking of people in Houston. Alright, here we go. So anybody down south, it's coming your way. That's kind of like we were doing the weather. I've been making stupid little weather jokes this whole time with my little beaten stick.
That's cool, though.
And turns out we actually were in the thick of it. That's cool.
Alright, we're going in this car. This represents every man driving, all of us.
So why do you have? Why is what are the Brad Smith? What's the Brad Smith iconography?
Okay. What's happening? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm just drawing a cool car. This is cool because I'm mostly just trying to get action.
If you were to make a spreadsheet of things that you need to learn to draw to be able to make a Brad Smith original, what would those things be?
Well, I will not, first of all, talk in third person. So I have no idea how to answer that. So all I'm saying is that I like to draw cars. I have no mechanical skills, but I do like to draw these things. And that's about it, really.
No, you don't only draw cars. You also draw lots of smokestacks. A lot of the times the cars are flying.
Well, I'm trying to draw the future on some of these deals because we all know that someday cars will fly. First they're going to self-drive, then they're going to fly.
It's the future as dictated by 1940. Or maybe the 60s.
I'm drawing what used to be, kind of still is my favorite car. Old style, retro car, kind of updated with a modern car. Little air capsule in here, kind of thing.
So the Brad Smith lexicon includes cool old cars,
Yes, but they're kind of futuristic and they sometimes fly.
smokestacks, lots of smokestacks.
Smokestacks, because that goes to an old WPA, which was the Works of Progress program during the Depression, which is coincidental during these weird times. But they always did smokestacks because industry was really beaten down on the working man then. So, but now it looks like in this crisis, everybody's trying to pull together, so maybe they're going to take care of the workers that run the companies.
Eat signs. He loves his.
A lot of eat signs. That's Americano, man. That's the real thing. Everybody knows that. We eat a lot here.
There's no airplanes in the sky in this one.
Well, everybody's grounded.
Yeah, everyone's
So, of
grounded,
course,
so it
there's
makes
no
sense.
airplanes. Nobody's flying around right now. Nobody wants to even be in the airport.
Feel free to suggest ideas of things that people are doing. Maybe we can represent them somehow.
Yeah. And, by the way, I have a giant wall here and a bunch of canvas. So if this thing's really cool, I'll just move the camera down and keep adding canvas all the way down the wall. So we'll see. Could be a giant painting that turns into something.
He's always wanted to do that. This is just a really good excuse for that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done that before, where he gets a giant painting and then just he goes and goes and goes.
Yeah, down at Shipping and Receiving, we decided to start with one. This is in Fort Worth. You can look up Shipping and Receiving Bar if anybody's even listening. But it's kind of cool because did a mural there. We started with one side and just kept going, and now we're on the second floor. About to do a big stack over there or something this
It's
summer.
overwhelmingly large.
It's huge. So check it out. It's kind of fun. So this one's relatively small, but it's kind of cool because it fits here on the thing real well.
It's 8x8.
Yeah. So
Relatively small compared to shipping and receiving, not compared to what most people do.
right, this car here might not end up looking like that, but the main thing is I'm setting the tone for the whole picture.
They can't see you pointing at the screen.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm just showing. I'm just saying. I think that's gonna look cool.
Yeah.
And
That's what the beat and stick is for.
now I'm gonna put a shadow here underneath the bridge.
How important to you, to your, because a lot of your stuff is so stylized. How important is like lighting and shadow and depth and all that stuff?
Well, if you're trying to represent some sort of reality where people's instinct immediately looks at it and they think it's real or it's real enough for their mind to say, oh, I see what that is, I get it, they get it in the first instance. You have to put a little bit of reality on there somewhere so they can have something to lean on. So I just try to make it kind of real. It doesn't have to be all the way real because everybody's own mind will fill in the gaps to what I'm doing. I'm more or less just trying to represent an idea that you're walking up on this city and here it is and here's all this weird stuff going on. And it's going to be, the hardest part about this is not being able to work to start painting on it until Saturday.
We might have done this a little prematurely.
We just wanted to see if it worked.
because we're only doing this to set up the computer to see if we could get the live stream to go, and it seems like it's going. It's the internet's the signal strength is stronger than it was before, so that's nice. But
Seems like cars would go both ways in a crazy time.
that's not bad. That's not a bad idea.
I mean, there could be people.
Adds a sense of panic at least. Even if traffic hasn't figured out how to do one lane, two-way traffic, then that means someone's not thinking right.
Dude up there. Somebody can send me a picture of them doing this, and I'll put it right in there.
Yeah, use the hashtag CoronaCanvas, hashtag up here, on Instagram, Facebook, or wherever, of you in like a... Faj, replicate that move. Replicate what he's doing. There you go.
He's like, I'm scared.
He's scared.
The
He's
thing
running.
is- yeah, he's running. Can you just bring your camera closer? Zoom in.
Not well enough.
He's scared, man, and he's oversized on the bridge, but
Right there.
there you go. Just anything. I'm going to draw somebody in there. And,
The whole
That's
thing
gonna
about
be
this
cool.
is one of the reasons we decided to do this is because he's going to be painting anyway. So why not? You know, he gets people when he's out on the job site coming up and just sitting and staring. It's a little creepy. No, it's lovely. It's awesome whenever they actually do it. But and just sitting and watching it because it's like a meditative, seeing something come together. I mean, that's why Bob Ross is so popular because they just like to see stuff come together. So that's kind of why he'd probably be painting stuff anyway, just to keep his boredom at bay. So why not, share it?
yeah, okay. Well, that's why we're here. And basically what I was going to do is I'm making the light. Something I realized years ago is that because we're trained this way to read left to right, we look at everything left to right frequently. I see people
As the West
it just
does.
flows real naturally. Everybody looks that way. So if you're trying to get somebody to read your painting, you put some interesting stuff in the left, so that's where the focal point is. So they look there. That's where I usually put the sun coming in. So on the left, the sun is coming this way, so that means all the shadows are in here falling this way, which makes it even more dramatic. So that's why I'm kind of...
How much of this is, because you've been doing this long enough, how much of this, like that, just that, because you have to plan that ahead, how much of that is pre-planned versus you've just been doing it long enough so you know that that's kind of the game plan? That's like your template.
That's just one of my things I like to do because it's got to make sense visually so that when your eye sees it, the shadows, if your eye just sees the shadows, the dark parts, it'll fill in the rest of the scene. So it does make it where, like, as soon as you see it, you know those are buildings. You don't know what buildings they are and why they're there.
Yeah, if anything, you see the shadow first. You see the definition first. And your your instinct is like, oh, that's like a big thing. Big,
Yeah.
square, angular thing that must be a building.
Well, your body, in your instinct, has seen a million images of buildings in downtown. Every movie, what was that movie we watched the other night? It was all just buildings and cars exploding.
Oh, the Six Underground.
Yeah, so we all know that, how buildings look, and it immediately grabs your instinct. So then, once I make it real nice and refreshing over here, it gets a little more dark because the sun is setting over here. I can get more Corona style going, more crazy.
Okay, so it's gonna be all regular city over here, kind of nice and whatever.
Yeah.
And
in
then
Texas here, I'm going to draw one of my horses here. That's what I'm thinking. A cowboy over here playing a song, because a lot of people believe this or not. I'm not even kidding. I'm just going to get serious here for a minute. But a lot of people around here have said everybody's getting carried away. So we're just taking precautions. I don't know if that's true or not. But down here in Texas, that's the vibe I'm getting. People were out at the bar last night all sitting around, and Mayor Cuomo earlier was saying that that's a really bad idea, and so we're not doing that. But so I'm just saying different parts of the country are probably having a different experience. here in North Texas, we're out on the ranch and painting and working as much as we can. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. As it changes, the painting might change. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Well, and also the more episodes we do, like the more drastic it gets. Who knows what's going to happen? We might take it the opposite and make it a little nicer, more pleasant to look at. But we'll be responding in kind to whatever's going on in the world.
It may be pasture canvas next week.
Yeah.
Or old barn canvas.
Yeah. But if you have a horse, maybe we'll put your horse in there in Texas.
Yeah, there you go.
Send us a picture of your horse using the hashtag CoronaCanvas right there.
Right there. Anyway, I've got to think of something else here that comes out in here.
How do you know when, like, balance?
Huh?
How do you know balance in terms
balance, you're really just looking at it. This is getting kind of heavy over here. So if I make it real busy over here, it makes it real uncomfortable for the eye to digest. Whereas by the time I get over here, it's going to be real super soft in what you exactly want to see on a beautiful day, because these little bubbles haven't really hit.
Terry Clifford loves the hashtag.
Oh, okay. Well, she's very smart, so I appreciate that. That's awesome.
He's adding germs in the sky.
There's germs back there. This is all going to get painted over, so everything I do here, we probably won't see any of it left.
It's temporary.
Yeah.
It's just a guideline for him.
That way, you just know you can't make mistakes, because it's not going to end up in the final piece anyway.
Well, so which part of the process is more, I guess, constructive for you? Is it the original sketch because that's 100% pure freeform, or is it this part because you're refining it, or is it the final one where you're,
Well, the best thing to do is just sitting there with your sketch pad and you start thinking of the idea, and you do about 10 ideas with no worries as whether they're going to be good ideas or not. And then if they, you just pick the best one out of the 10 or the best 2 or 3, and then you keep getting a response in your own heart. Your heart starts beating because you like that one. So then you just stick with that one and keep running with it.
Y'all believe me, he showed me, I think he had 4 different ideas for this first mural. I went with the first one because I think it was the best. It was the most thought out one, but don't be surprised if we end up seeing the rest of them.
In there, yeah. And so right now I'm just finding what looks cool in there. It would have street lights. I don't know about this many. But that also brings your perspective back out of the scene. We're getting people to look in if they come up walking up on it here and look at it from here. It's like right in the middle. So really, what you want to do, this big X is in the middle. There's a big circle with a big X in the middle. People just naturally, instinctively will look right there. So it's kind of fun. Anyway,
a lot of his stuff you can't tell here because obviously it's just a sketch, but most of his stuff, if I had a better camera, I'd show the rest of the studio, but has so much color. And one thing that they'll tell you when you're making films online, I guess he's bringing one over, is color, color, color. That's how you get your eye to. It's instinctual, and he's always done that. I mean, all paintings do that, but that's how you get people to notice. Here.
No, this one's kind of white in color, actually.
Yeah, he's trying to prove me wrong.
No, I'm just saying the first one.
That was real graceful. He slipped on some water, but he made it look like he was just gonna sit down anyways. So.
No, here's. Oh yeah, put that on there.
Yeah,
I can show this.
Let me move this a little bit.
You want to scoot your table up closer so you can see it, because this one's got a funny story to it.
All right, hold on. Let me mute that. All right, slowly. Whoa! Sorry about the noise.
Okay, the lighting's better over here anyway. Okay, well, this is an old painting I did probably in 1995. This is the Bethesda Church right across the street. It's the oldest church in our city. And I painted this. This is the second painting in a series about. I don't know why this one month I was obsessed with the Lewinsky Bill Clinton thing. Okay, I have no idea. It was just everywhere. It was like it was crazy. Anyway, so I thought about. I thought he'd get impeached and get kicked out. So, and by the way, I do this stuff because it's a little bit more political. It's not commercial. I don't even try to sell this stuff. I just keep it for his inheritance. He's going to give them all to him, and so I can paint anything. But this ended up being Bill Clinton there. This was Bill Clinton because after he got caught and they were about to kick him out, he found religion pretty quick and started reading out of the Bible and got real serious. And I'm sure he was serious about it. He was a broken man. But so I figured he might open a church across the street from the White House. And nothing against the Clintons. I'm not trying to be political here, but at the time that was relevant. Okay, and I did have Hillary and Chelsea over here, but then I thought that wasn't right because it wasn't their fault, so I took them out. Anyway, so this is what they mean when you have a painting around for a long time, is that every once in a while, if I have some time on my hands, I put in a new subject, because this used to be landscape until they started building houses about 3 miles from here. So the suburban thing actually reflects what's going on around here. We've got a bunch of pasture land where we are, old church, but now this whole thing is getting to people. So,
Tino says, looking good in Grapevine.
Nice. The weather, is that a weather report, Tino?
I don't know. I think she's saying it's looking good from Grapevine, all this.
Oh, good. Awesome. Well, Tino is my friend from Deep Ellum. Everybody knows Tino.
Okay, I was wondering.
Championship high school cattle rodeo chick. She is awesome. Fantastic barrel racer. And Tino used to, here's a funny story about Tino. His brother used to hang out and let an artist that went to SMU live at their house, and he paid him rent with some of his paintings. Well, the guy goes to New York and he becomes a chef, and he starts using broken plates and gluing them in and stuff and painting them into his paintings, and they become worth millions of dollars. One night, Tino was over there saying, "Hey, I've got these old paintings in the garage. We're on the top of the garage up there. They're getting kind of dirty. What do you think about them?" And he got them all down. They're all covered in dirt, and they turned out to be Julian Schnabels, and they were worth a ton of cash. And he's like one of our greatest artists there are. He directed a bunch of movies and stuff. So that Tino's got a little. He's an art collector and fashion designer, and used to style hair. He's an old friend, and great to see you, Tino. Awesome. And he's out in Grapevine. I think he has a store or something out there now.
And it's looking good.
Yeah, so Tino used to have a bunch of my art. I think he probably still has some. I think he recently sold one of my old Deep Ellum paintings, because right on Elm Street, Tino had a store in Slicks, it was called. It was awesome. We had an art gallery down there too. So we've been around here for a long time. Deep Ellum is a neighborhood over in Dallas that a bunch of us artist people helped get back on the ground.
Back in the 80s and 90s, before...
and so that was kind of cool.
They helped build it up and bring art to the Dallas area.
But anyway, so this is what I sit around here doing unless I have a commission. Most of my work, I go out like with David Weekly Homes, and a lot of home builders pay me to go out to their model home and paint a mural in the kids' room. And that's really cool. I get to go all over and in the coolest houses, work with Kathy Andrews Interiors in Houston. And so whatever theme they come up with, they match the furniture. You can go on my website or on Brad Smith Fine Art on Instagram and see a bunch of that stuff. And they're awesome. So
some of y'all might not even be on the Facebook page, even though you're watching this from the Facebook page. So if that's the case, like the page, facebook.com/BradsArt.
We're kind of just practicing here today because we're deciding about what equipment we're going to need if we continue to do this. If it's fun, if anybody's enjoying it, I can't ever tell. We're enjoying it because I'm sitting here doing what I would be doing anyway, so it's really no big deal. But so give us your feedback if you don't mind, and hit like on some buttons around here.
On some buttons. You know, buttons.
And keep checking, because Cameron made a cool commercial that we're advertising on Facebook. Spread it around, share it. That's cool.
Yeah, share the video, comment on it. We'll comment back to you.
Thread Tats is making a bunch of these cool shirts.
Hold on.
With my logo or one of my drawings on there.
For example,
we're going to print a bunch of them.
They made some of these.
We're getting a bunch of calls about people being sponsors and sponsoring a musical guest and stuff. So look at that.
Look at that. Look at that logo.
Look at that.
They can put your logo on anything. They're actually putting it on like these painting shirts that he uses.
Yeah, and I'm going to paint in this shirt, so it's going to be super
on Saturday, like a uniform.
Saturday. So the hard part for me is going to be not to get paint on this sketch I just did. But we got to get our technical side up. I think
Tino loves the patch.
Tino?
Yep.
Oh, well, Tino's a fashion guy, man. Tino, you need to sell this stuff in your store. Start selling my artware in your store, man. Come on, we'll relive our youth. Be Mr. Cool again, huh? How about it? You want to zoom in on that, Cam?
All right.
This is a Dickies work shirt. Look how cool that is. Brad Smith, art.com. That is also my new website that we're working on.
BradSmithArt.com.
BradSmithArt.com. And
there's his van.
Yes.
If anyone's curious.
So I appreciate any comments, and great to see old friends in my family, and anybody out there that has some ideas, throw them up.
Use the
I'll show
hashtag
'em on
CoronaCanvas.
Yeah, and we're gonna try something again tomorrow to see if we're improving every day to get this shadizzle down. And
Shadizzle. And so we can get ideas and toss ideas around with you guys, because, you know, the whole thing about being quarantined is that we're all quarantined. Well, quarantine is bad, because that's if you have the
we're not quarantined, but we're hanging out with each other, home alone kind of thing.
And we're all doing it together, so, you know.
Together alone, what is it?
Together at home. Hashtag together at home. That's John
yeah.
Legend's hashtag.
Yeah,
Ours is CoronaCanvas.
And we're going to do stuff while we're in here. Cameron's going to turn the camera on. So
yeah, so
we don't want to make light of this. This is some serious stuff, so y'all take it serious and stay home. And hopefully, you know, our ambition is that people will just enjoy to see what an artist does, and it'll give artists a little bit more space in people's life. I don't think y'all realize how much work goes into coming up with ideas. You know, a lot of times you see something on Instagram or on Facebook, and then you just click to the next one. But to each artist, it's a big deal. You know, we think about all this stuff for hours and hours and hours, and lose sleep over it. Even if nobody's paying us, we do it just because of some crazy, who knows why. But we're forced to do it, as Cameron is with his filmmaking. Creative people that write songs just sit there and write songs because that's what makes them feel comfortable. So we're going to show that. We're going to have some songwriters over and play some music. If
maybe not over, maybe via Skype.
Maybe Skype, depending
see
on
how
the
it
sickness
works.
levels. I
Yeah.
do have a box of masks in case we need them. And we're just going to clean up around here. And I hope y'all enjoyed listening to us blabber on.
We're not done yet.
Oh, we're not?
No. I don't know why you started wrapping stuff up.
I thought we were done over here. I've got all because I'm dying to paint on this. See, now.
You have to do Scared Family on there.
No, I don't have a scared family. I thought we were going to let the viewers be the scared family.
Well, if they're not going to do it, but, I mean, yeah, we can. I mean, you can do a little...
Okay, we got time. I'm going to show people the scared family concept.
Yeah,
Let me go get those photos.
That's a good idea. So the lighting has turned out really nice right now, anyway. Let's look at the sunset with the horses. It's all pretty now. This is our day. It's a little overexposed. It's hard to tell, but this is kind of our studio, our little oasis, our quarantine oasis. It helps us get out there and relax, get out of our heads. As artists, we are wont to get all up in our heads and come up with different ways to stress ourselves out. So we're just because we're overthinking our own art, and then we get too far into it, and then it ends up making the art worse. So we'll go up there, brush the horses, feed the horses, all that kind of stuff. My dad is over there doing this this concept that he's been working on since forever.
Okay, this is one. This is a photo of
Old
the
Deep
mural
Ellum days.
I did in Phil's Natural Eats in Deep Ellum. Okay, where's the camera, Cam? Oh,
This is the camera right here. That
okay,
little
that's
dot.
the camera. You tell me if I'm in focus.
You
But
can
the
see.
funny part of this was,
How big was this?
this was about 30 feet wide.
It doesn't look like it.
Stevie Ray Vaughan ate lunch in front of this and said he loved it, got totally lost into it. But this was about fast food eating us alive. You can see there's food and chicken dropping.
This was in the 90s when it was getting really bad. Maybe even the 80s.
But there's chicken chunks everywhere and everything's greasy. Everybody's really scared.
This mural terrified me when I was a child.
He didn't like this. He didn't like clowns ever after this.
Yeah, that was one of them.
That's Greasy. Okay.
Greasy the clown.
There's something on here. Oh, that's a piece of paper. But so anyway, and they're just, so I started thinking about this, and I thought this reminds me of the scare with the whole Corona thing. Why not do something like this again? This was like 30 years ago. Do the math, Cam. How long ago was that? 30 years? Yeah.
I don't know. You got to give me a date.
1990.
1990? That was 20. Let's see. 30 years ago? Because it's
30 years
2020
ago,
now?
yeah. And so that was kind of cool. And this was one of my favorite paintings because I just realized this is actually what I like doing, is something crazy like this. Not for any kind
It's
of commercial.
surrealist, but
Yeah, it's kind of
got
surrealist.
The retro
got
Art
a little.
Deco thing.
Yeah, but I get to throw all these colors. You know, I paint really bright because a lot of these murals are outside, and after a year, the sun starts working on them. So the brighter you paint it, the longer they last.
Does that wall still exist?
The wall, I don't think still exists.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that was bad. This is why we paint them all on plywood now, or on canvas.
And you stretch it.
And you stretch it, except for the exterior ones. But this in a restaurant could have been reproduced 1,000 times for 1,000
You have to have
restaurants.
cool business owners that
But
are willing to do that.
Oh man, restaurateurs are generally cool people. They're
no,
real
totally.
creative. So they love this kind of stuff. Even though this was making fun of fast food, all the hipsters loved it. And so that was one of the first murals down in Deep Ellum, and it was kind of fun. That was back in I think 1990. Our friend Phil Torian had that place. And it's kind of cool. I've got other pictures of it that are even better.
So he's been the whole point of that was to show the scared family concept that he's been working on for, I guess, since 1990. Probably from before that, but...
Yeah, I did Scared Texans. This is a close-up of that other one. Here's the Girl Scout, really scared. And this guy's, of course, brainwashed by the corporate America. Oh, wait, there's some smokestacks. Sorry about that, folks.
More
I keep throwing smokestacks.
Yikes.
And, of course, all art has to have a clock in there. Because without a clock, you know, you got to have a clock in there.
You need to start putting French fries in all yours.
Yeah, I got French fries everywhere. Here's this guy crashing. I got more pieces of this. There's Greasy. Drive through.
You need to put Greasy in more stuff.
I know, don't I? That's cool. So everybody's melting away. There's ketchup squeezed out.
It looks like Dick Tracy.
It's kind of Dick Tracy gone crazy. Here it is. Deep Ellum fried chicken, that says. Deep Ellum fried chicken. And there's Greasy. He's cool. Greasy's drive through.
It's pretty intense.
So anyway, it's not the most popular style, so it doesn't. It's kind of doom and gloom, and a lot of people just want a happy picture of a horse. So I make my real survival around here, or used to, I should say, doing murals for cool people.
Now
that
you're an
have
internet
restaurants.
celebrity. Now that's
Oh
all
yeah, now I'm
survival.
going viral. That
No, you
doesn't
can't
mean
see.
virus.
Yeah, you can't use that phrase these days.
Anyway, so we're going to try this. I hope everybody has some good suggestions, especially my family who can be deadfully honest if they need to be with me. And I can get a haircut.
Except your mom. Your mom loves everything you do because she's a mom.
She loves it all. And we sure appreciate it. How much time do we have left?
15 minutes.
15 minutes? What? Okay, we don't need
Elaborate a little more on the scared family idea.
Okay, I can find more scared family stuff.
I mean, you don't have to. But, go show more of an example. So we're doing... One thing that's nice about doing the live from the studio thing, which is what this CoronaCanvas, #CoronaCanvas series is that it is more of this fine art. And when you think of fine art, you think of, like, little kind of someone doiling away on, like, a flower or, like, a pot of pears or something. He's making huge things that have a lot of meaning behind them and a lot of narrative. But sometimes he'll have clients, like his more commercial stuff, like his meat and potatoes, as it were, will be like the Wine Virgin and the
for the Hilton Hotel.
Hilton Hotel kind of stuff, like real pleasant stuff that isn't just like abstract stuff. That it is actually representative of some stuff. But how many John Waynes do you think you've done?
Way too many.
Way too many John Waynes.
People used to love John Wayne. Not many requests for him anymore.
It's a little tricky because we know that there's so many entrepreneurs. Because entrepreneurs, their nature is to come up with a new idea and a new business concept and stuff. But
here's a piece of Scared Family. My friend Nick Barclay, who owns Fish and Fizz over in Dallas, owns this original painting. Now, this is a half of a copy. But that's Scared Family, okay? This actually was an old ad I found in an old magazine. My wife used to have an antique store out here in Burleson, and one cool thing was that I got to buy up a bunch of old magazines, and so this kind of rented Randy, Cameron, and I.
We were scared, I guess.
We were scared. Well, in the 80s, everybody was scaring us of the government and Reagan with the bomb. And you could really see that people were scared, you know. You could see it as a political way to scare people.
There's not a better time to bring it back. It's not political fear right now, but like this is a great time to... Everyone is kind of huddled in their houses.
Everybody's scared, but there's no reason to be scared. You got to just take it as it comes.
If you're smart, you don't have to be scared.
You don't have to be scared. I mean,
you just have to be Netflix.
Yeah, you just have to figure it out. We're all going to figure it out. Anyway, those were the scared people, and then a lot of people used the Scared Family on their for parties, and it became this was the Torellis did a thing with the Scared Family on there.
And this was before you could just scan and photocopy something. That was a process to...
Yeah, this was a great designer that designed this. Fred Center was his name. He designed this cool poster for this, and they put Scared Family on there. That was cool, man. We used to do a lot of stuff in Deep Ellum. Deep Ellum back in the days was like what Fort Worth is now with the near South Side. It was just a real hipster kind of place.
Oh, look! Read what Tino says.
You're coming in loud and clear. We would like Brad's stuff in the store. I'll be back Saturday. Scared Family. I remember that. Heck yeah. Tino had some of this
Get some Brad Smith stuff in the store.
Yeah, definitely. We have a whole printing process now with my sister and her daughter Emma, and they're going to help us get everything printed so you can just write Thread Tats. And we're going to get a bunch of stuff. Yes, Thread Tats is working with us on products, so that'll be cool. I got a bunch of old stories that are fun to tell because this life of being an artist, even though I'm just a really simple country guy, we used to have a lot of fun, and we used to tear it up and do a lot of cool stuff. Exactly what you would hope an artist got to do. So I'm going to try to have some of my old musician friends talk about that. Maybe, we don't know what's going to happen. Cameron used to be on a show called .com Guy back in 1999. He was .com kid, kind of.
At the turn of the millennium, they were like, hey, you know what the future's going to be? Someone could live in their house and just get delivery.
and never
This
leave
was
his house.
this was before Amazon, before everything. I'm not sure exactly who even.
Well, this
went
was
for
during
the delivery.
Y2K, like 1999 to 2000. So he locked himself in a .com guide.
It's not like he was a prepper or anything. This was more of like
No.
a social experiment.
Yeah, to see if he could order food online. And this was, of course, way before anybody believed us that this was ever going to come. And so he had trouble ordering food online. So we'd bring him food, and I painted murals in the house while he was in there. Johnny Reno came over, and
This was in the dial-up days, so like
Yeah.
it was not easy.
it was all like really like a new frame every 20 seconds. It was ridiculous. But there was audio, so that was kind of cool.
But you could basically he had like 20 different cameras in his house, all being run by some guys in a studio apartment, literally a studio, a film studio that was editing all of it live, switching from camera, and you could just watch this guy survive, kind of like the Truman Show.
24/7, yeah. So it was a beginning of a thing, and they had a lot of people coming in to program it from California and big Hollywood agents and stuff. So California was already way ahead of what the internet was going to be. So they were telling us, man, you don't realize retail is going to suffer because everybody will order everything.
You're going to be able to live in your house.
You can never leave your house and have everything delivered, and just like it is turning out now.
And now we're being forced to do that.
That was 20 years ago. So now, at the time, they said, man, you prepare yourself so you can have a TV show from your art studio. And so Cameron and I, after that, would go on like Fox 4 Good Day, and we'd start making paintings live on air. And it was really kind of a fun concept. And people seem to respond to it, especially when you have a musician on with me while I paint. Because music and painting seems to go pretty well together.
And we have our computer here, so if there's any musicians watching, we can have you Skype in from wherever you are in the whole country.
Yeah, and play something cool. And, you know, I can paint about 8 hours a day before I start aching all over. And so...
That doesn't mean he can talk that long, but he can
no,
paint
but I
that
can
long,
paint
and
that long.
we
I can
can
talk
have-
for about an hour.
I can be up here talking with, whoever via Skype, or if they're safe, they can come over and we can, I don't know.
Well, my
we'll
niece
worry about
Taylor
that.
Ray is going to come over. She's a graduate student, or about to graduate college, and she's an art and business student. So she's going to be here in case we need somebody else to talk to. And I'm just going to paint through the weekend and see what happens. And I hope y'all enjoy it. I have so many paintings, it's almost ridiculous. We could talk about art for 2 weeks.
It is. Once we get more cameras set up, we'll do like a little tour of the studio or something,
Yeah.
and you can see how vast this space is, but how cramped it is with wall-to-wall
Yeah.
paintings.
But
Not in a bad way. It's just
no, in a good
they're all
way,
over
yeah.
the place.
But also, we're going to take the camera outside and go when I do murals around town once we're all free.
Yeah. Once he gets gigs or
This
what,
actually might be a good time to paint out on the street because nobody's out.
Yeah. So
Just
we'll be able
bringing
to
that up.
live stream from
Whatever location they're having me do my next one. So if you have a business you want me to fly out, Cameron and I'll bring our camera equipment. We'll come out and paint something for you, do the sketches, whatever, the whole process. But we have a lot of artists we work with, so I even thought about having some of my friends come out here and them do some kind of painting, just so it's not always about me. It's just about promoting having an artist in your life. I've been out in this little town painting nationally for 30 years, since he was a baby. And people would say, man, you got to move to New York, you got to move to LA. And I'm like, why? It's an international kind of thing.
and plus,
Come on, man.
Come on.
Look at this out
look
here.
at that terribly white balance shot.
Anyway, so I get peace and quiet out here. It's just me, and every once in a while the mail lady comes by, but that's about it. And so that's what an artist really needs. I don't really need a scene to be a hipster and be Mr. Cool and all.
That said, if you want to fly us out somewhere,
yeah, we'll go.
we'll
Anyway,
go.
so we're after all this clears up, but mostly you can order a painting right from here. And
Even when we get done with this one, we'll take some pictures of it. You can buy the original if you want, but we'll get some prints ready. You can get those going. We can put it on a shirt. We can print it. We can embroider it on a shirt or something. That might be kind of cool.
yeah, so we're open to any suggestions you might have for sponsorships or anything. So We really appreciate everybody. Anybody got any comments they want to say? Ask any questions?
I think it's just Tino watching us right now, at least commenting. But
All right.
yeah, no, this is really cool. We got about 7 minutes left
Oh, man. Why do we have to do a whole hour?
because people like regularly scheduled programming.
All right.
He did an hour yesterday, and that was exhausting.
This
And
is 2 hours.
This
This
is 2
is a
hours.
marathon. I don't ever
But the
talk
thing
this
is,
long.
when we're doing the thing on Saturday, not only will we have more people to talk to, at least by one person, at least, he'll also be painting, so we'll have more stuff. Because right now, I mean, he could keep drawing on this thing. There's always stuff he can add to it, but if he does that, he's gonna start.
Yeah,
He's gonna pour out some paint and then start painting
stroke
on there.
It's over. I won't be asleep for.
He'll be like, "Well, what if I just paint this building in?" And then
Anyway,
then
Tino,
suddenly-
you know the story. You're our only viewer out there, my friend. You know the story. You used to watch me paint, so you know what's going on.
We should get some of your old Deep Ellum guys to talk about this.
Yeah, I know it, man. Tell me about it. We get some of the best ones out there. A lot of them are still painting. So
Well, I
that's
mean,
kinda
well,
cool.
yeah, especially because that's such a big part of culture in DFW that people don't realize that existed, and that's where the art world came from.
Yeah, well, I heard you, man. That's how it always is with a different scene. Different things happen, you know. Different groups of artists come in, a different mentality, different style of music. Here's another one that I think is kind of cool. That
King's Liquor, that looks good. That's fine.
anyway, this one's kind of cool. It's a thing about King's Liquor. There's a liquor store. It's a little out of focus, but
That's not out of focus. Those are your eyes.
oh, okay. I'm getting older. But mostly it's about
Scooch in a little bit, and they can see you, and you can point stuff out.
It is out of
Why?
focus. It's out of focus, man.
It's fine.
It looks
No,
out of
it's fine.
focus. It's not.
No, it's fine.
Anyway, this reminds me of any city and liquor stores. And something about liquor stores, it's not every, every socioeconomic class goes there. You got the rich guy who's got the collectible car.
Yeah.
Here.
Don't point at the screen. Point
Here.
at the painting.
Oh. You got the rich guy here who is...
Jack Ray!
Hey, we got a...
He says
Jack Ray.
it's like that with myself on work projects. He works on cars.
He's a
Just
master
just one more part, and then 8 hours later.
Yeah. You can't help but dive in here.
Well, for me, it's like, okay, well, if I just do this, oh, well, if I do this, now I have to do this. But, it's all part of the big, so you just keep coming up with excuses to not step away.
Yeah, I mean, and plus with this kind of thing, I've been working on this since, oh my God, Cameron.
Well, King's Liquor, you've not touched that one for a while, but the other one, the one behind it, it's been an ongoing thing. All these have pretty much been ongoing for, I don't even know how long.
But I just like them, so we get to, it's kind of fun, like, when Cameron was just in that whole shot, I think that's cool. Because it looks like he's in the scene. Scoot closer, Cam. It looks like you're
I'm in it.
the scene.
There we go.
And that's really how he's like up in his apartment.
Yeah.
That's what a mural is for, you know?
And these things are pretty. This is the small version of his work.
Yeah. No,
Most people do things like maybe that big. He does. Your presidents are about that large.
Yeah, I have some presidents. I used to do a lot of.
Why
presidents.
do you do such large size things?
Well, because I can crawl into it. I like to dive in there. You can put a lot more techniques. And plus, if I was to take this same painting, which I have done, and kind of draw it similarly on a giant building, you need to start with something big. Of course, it starts with a tiny sketch, but every time you get bigger, you can figure out new effects and cool stuff. So,
well, and there's like these people in the window,
yeah.
On a tiny canvas, you wouldn't be able to do that because like there's just no room to. I mean, maybe you could, but you're not going to be able to see it.
But as a piece of fine art, to me, this is cool to have on your wall, man. This is cool.
You need a big wall, but if you can't, if you have one,
if you got money, if you can afford this painting, you got a nice wall. Or if you can afford a print, you got a print size one. You know,
and they can print them.
Yeah, they could actually have this painting printed to cover your whole wall on some kind of wall picture.
If you wanted to.
You know, so that's what my sister's.
Or on a shirt.
Or on a T-shirt, right? So, not that we're not huge capitalists, but we got to figure out how to survive while we're on lockdown.
Yeah.
So
if you want some T-shirts,
if you want some T-shirts or
these work shirts, these Brad Smith merch,
Dickies type of stuff. I mean, come on with it. We got the stuff over here.
Sponsored by Thread Tats.
And they're printing merch, and we're going to make this more entertaining. I promise that. Cameron's going to get multiple cameras because he's a fantastic filmmaker. What's your website?
www.camjsfilms.com. I need to update it because I've done a few music videos since then. But I do music videos, documentaries, movies, sometimes commercials.
A lot of commercials for people.
I was in Austin for a minute, so there's a lot of music on the website. But
and maybe on Saturday we'll have him post some of his music videos to take up some airtime.
Yeah.
Because he has some cool bands he works with.
We only have a minute left, so there you go.
Anyway, I mean, if I can't plug Cameron's business,
I don't know.
I mean, come on, man.
I mean, you're right.
You think
You're
about
right.
it.
You're right.
Everybody in this age needs a film about their company, if you ask me.
No.
I don't know why it's not taken.
You're not wrong.
I'm so lucky to have a son that happens to be stuck on an island with me at this time.
That makes one of us.
Well, not only is he cooking for me, he's filming me painting, and
I'm keeping him home. That's for sure.
Keeping me.
He got to go pick up his van from the mechanic today.
Oh yeah, I did go into town. I didn't rub elbows with anybody.
That's pretty good.
And so he let me out of the car so I could go in the van.
He stepped into the air for 20 seconds, and doesn't seem to have any adverse side effects. So
I hope we showed you how making a sketch is. Okay?
Yeah, you got to learn some stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of.
And this video, until it gets taken down, which might happen because we were playing some music, there's some tips. It'll be on there, so you can keep suggesting ideas. Come back to this, but we'll be back tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. Saturday's the actual day.
This is kind of slow.
Yeah, this is a little impromptu gearing
Trying
up
to figure it out.
Yeah.
Kind of situation.
But it looks like we got it whenever it's not raining. We got a really, really nice, healthy stream over here. So
tell me what you think, though.
Yeah.
Send comments.
Hashtag CoronaCanvas if you want to send pictures of you being scared. Oh my gosh, we'll throw you in the thing. Are you running? We need you running.
Yeah.
Maybe a picture of your horse or something. We can throw that in there.
Yeah.
You know.
Keep your clothes on, though, because we don't want any of those kind of pictures. I don't know how this internet works. We want all clean family type
No,
of
you're
stuff.
right. That's how this internet works a lot of the times.
Yeah, I don't want any of that going on. We're gonna keep it cool. This isn't that kind of show.
I mean, I don't know. We might run out of stuff to do. Howard Stern does it. We're not gonna do that. You love Howard Stern.
My mom's.
I can't stand Howard Stern, so I'm the director of this show.
Yeah,
so
Cameron
don't
is
worry.
an actual director who used to work on all kinds of stuff.
Anyway.
So thanks for checking.
I'm gonna play y'all out with some Joseph Mock. I need to stop saying Mac. It's because I'm an Apple guy. It's not spelled the same, but I'm gonna play. He's an Austin musician. All these musicians need your help. Go buy this album that it's coming from, and if you like the music at least, and like him on Facebook. Like us on Facebook if you... Oh, Mike Patrick, who's that? He just came in and said, what's up, guys?
Patrick. Hey, what's
let's
happening?
go talk...
He's out in Weatherford, I think.
Let's talk to Mike for a second before we're leaving.
Hey, Mike,
we were just about to wrap up, but I was just telling him yesterday, this always happens whenever you're about to wrap up. People come in and you're like, oh,
well, we love Mike. He's a friend of ours from the horse rescue.
Oh, okay.
Well,
let's show the sketch. This is what we...
Oh, yeah, we did this today.
We did this today.
Your light's coming off over there.
Oh, yikes. All right, hold on. Okay. We did this today, getting ready for the show on Saturday, the actual show. Can't really see all of it because the lens isn't wide enough, but It's pretty big. Go stand next to it.
Oh yeah.
Walk
So
us through it.
Okay, the sun's going to come in here. The shadows, this is kind of Dallas, but it's also going to be kind of New York. The sun's coming in here, throwing the shadow, and then you start seeing the corona thing happening here. Industry is responding. We're eating, but it's to go. Liquor sales are through the roof, but it's delivery. We don't know how everybody down here where we're at's going to react, but I'm going to draw something in there.
Mike, if you want, use the hashtag CoronaCanvas or send us your a picture of your family or you being scared or like a horse. We can put the horse on Texas right here. You know?
I'm going to put scared people all in here and people running. So I'm open to anything, man. We want to make it interactive, and if anybody has any ideas, this bottom part's going to be like scared family looking at the whole scene.
If you can't tell, it's pretty open on the bottom, so there's a lot of
stuff we're
lot
going to
of
think
free
of
form.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll be back tomorrow, and I'll have some other stuff to draw in there. One thing with something like this is you start from the beginning, and all your drips come down here, so you don't need to put too much in the bottom because it's going to get covered with a lot of drips, and you don't need to worry about it. First you paint this, and then you do the bottom.
By drips, he's not being poetic. He means literally the paint will fall, and if he started doing stuff on the bottom and then went to the top, then he would have to not start over, but it would mess up what he had done on the bottom. So
yeah, so that's about it.
He has to account for gravity. But yeah, thanks for. Mike Patrick says that's awesome.
Well, tell him to check us out tomorrow.
Check us out tomorrow. We'll be back for a little live stream, and then Saturday is the launch of the pilot of CoronaCanvas. Bam! Hashtag CoronaCanvas, where we'll have a guest, and he'll be actually doing the actual painting with color. And we'll talk a little bit, and we'll just we'll make some stuff together. We'll take y'all's suggestions. We'll just have fun with it.
Oh, here's scared family.
Now here's another scared family. We need your family or pictures of you in this kind of pose.
This is scared family at the state fair. Okay.
Big Tex is pretty scary, so.
Well.
Especially once he starts talking and moving.
It was a fun painting. That's all I know.
Like Patrick says, can't wait till Saturday.
Okay, yeah, me too. We're kind of building up to it. We're gonna get better at this, and it's gonna be fun.
We're doing just fine.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's fun, but it's gonna be even cooler.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something. Anyway,
but yeah, so that's about it. Thanks. I'm gonna let you off. Send us your things via hashtag CoronaCanvas. My cat just came back, so I'm gonna play you off with one of my favorite Austin musicians, clients, and friends, Joseph Mock. And thanks a bunch, y'all. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I've seen fire and I've seen famine. I survived my family. Friends inside the circle, I got some good ones on the team. And I've called on the devil, but I'm damned if I come quiet. I'd rather rally heaven, calling angels to my side to come rescue me. I'm going down to the shadows, come rescue me. 'Cause I'm all on my own, come rescue me. Lord, I'm coming home, come rescue me. Come rescue me. Come rescue me. Oh, this rocket is my armor, giving Charlemagne a try. Every ocean wave a soldier, best of luck against the tide. It's the law of nature, and we know we toe the line. But I'm going out swinging when I leave this world behind. Come rescue me. I'm going down to the shadows, come rescue me. 'Cause I'm all on my own, come rescue me. Lord, I'm coming home, come rescue me. Come rescue me. Come rescue me. sickness in the system, something funny in the wine. We're all sick of something,